Hey mama, you're halfway through, and I just want to encourage those of you who maybe are sensing a little bit more tension between your daughter rather than connection. The reality is that you've intentionally decided to pursue her, and intimacy or connection requires healthy conflict. She's being more honest with you, you're being more honest with her. So know that there's a process that's happening here, and it's stirring the pot a bit, and yet on the other side, you're creating something deeper and more meaningful. So stick with us. This is an important piece. And for those of you who are feeling more connected, I just want to say that keep going. Don't let this be like, yeah, we've arrived. This is an ongoing relationship with your daughter, and a conversation that we're having once a month, but is meant to foster other conversations and connecting points. So, way to go, keep going. This month, particularly, we get to talk about something that I love talking about, and because it's really a part of my own personal story. We're talking about what it means to know that we're beautiful and wonderfully made, and to really set ourselves free from envy and comparison. You know, there's this subtle thing that happens between women. We have a competition that goes on, and you can maybe, sometimes it's really obvious, especially with the younger teens. They get really cliquey and catty and judgmental of one another. And I know that you're not raising your daughter to be that way, and yet there's just this human part of us that compares ourselves, that says, I really like her hair, and I wish my legs looked like that, and gosh, when I put on that outfit, I don't look that cute. I mean, these are the insecure thoughts that hit us on a day-to-day basis, and your daughter is overwhelmed with that insecurity right now at this stage in her life. Part of that is because her brain is being rewired, and she has like this mirror that happened, is that everything now becomes about her. So when someone says something, she automatically thinks it's about her. That's part of the teenage development, and it's normal. And yet it creates a hyper sense of awareness of all the changes that are happening in her body. Her hormones are changing. I mean, I got this text the other day from my daughter. You'll appreciate this. She texted me and said, "Mom, I want to cry and I want to hit someone all at the same time. Is that normal?" I was like, yep, welcome to hormones. And she and I were laughing about that. The only thing I did make sure I said, please don't punch anyone. So no, we got that clear. But that idea that they're constantly dealing with the changes of their bodies, the pressures of what they're experiencing amongst their peers, and they're also watching you, Mom. Who are you, and what do you say about yourself? Do you think you're beautiful and wonderfully made? Do you understand that how you're designed uniquely as a woman is something that's a good thing? She's listening to how you talk about yourself and how you talk about other women and how you do the comparison thing. And so this is just a gentle reminder for us as moms, as we're modeling to our daughters what it means to be beautiful and wonderfully made in God's eyes. How do we not only just tell her she's beautiful, but how do we in real life act on that by naming the things that we appreciate about ourselves that God designed, as well as what we see and appreciate about her? I love God's creativity. So let's just be honest. He made a wide variety of females. We got all different shapes and sizes, colors of skin, hair, eyes, the variety of personalities. There isn't a one size fits all. And even in the same family, I have 2 daughters. All 3 of us are very unique. And so part of this intentional process is to name the unique pieces that God designed in your daughter, to affirm the things that are beautiful about her, and to give her permission to actually name the things that she doesn't feel so good about. And to be able to just be honest about that is actually healthy, but then asking God to help us to appreciate it. Maybe it's there on purpose. You know, I have this mole right here, right? If you come in close, you can see. For years, I was so conscious about that mole. And I remember a couple key people in my life really speaking life about this mole. Like, it's beautiful. It really is a Tara feature. And now in my 40s, I can appreciate it. I don't even think twice about it. And it is something that is a part of who I am. And I want that for your daughters. I want that for you. And my oldest has really curly hair. We're different in that way. And so we've spent years helping her to appreciate those curls and how beautiful they are and how do we take care of those curls. That's what this lesson is really about, is not dismissing our outer bodies as evil or different or like godly girls only focus on their inner beauty, but being able to appreciate the fact that God designed our bodies and they're a part of who we are in our humanity. And we don't want to shame that part, and we don't want to obsess about it. So how do we find this happy medium? And we do that by naming the things that are beautiful and uniquely made. And so like Adoniah's hair, uniquely curly and beautiful and different than mine. I've spent years just affirming that, telling her how amazing it is that she's disciplined to take care of that hair. And it's something now in her teens that she can really appreciate and own and makes her her. So I want you to do that with your daughters this month. And I also want you to think very thoughtfully about the ways that you're talking out loud about yourself, about other women, and about your daughter. And I want you to catch yourself using words to affirm unique pieces about her. You know, I love the color of your eyes. You know, God was so creative when he made your smile. You know, I just appreciate how strong you are, or how graceful you are and how you walk. I mean, unique things that we can grab and affirm in our daughters so they don't feel insecure, but confident about those things as we say it over and over and over again. And at the end of the day, a confident girl can appreciate who God is and how he designed her to be on purpose, and then can celebrate other women and not see them as competition or comparison. Doesn't feel like she's spending all her energy thinking about who she coulda, shoulda, woulda be, instead of appreciating, this is who I am. Thank you, God. I'm fearfully and I'm wonderfully made, and I know that full well, said the psalmist. So take time this month, enjoy, have fun with one another, and make sure you use your words to maybe even once a day take time to spotlight something in your daughter that you appreciate and was uniquely designed by God himself.